Hello everyone, welcome to my channel Prayoga. In this video, I'll give brief introduction about body joints. It is more essential to understand our physical structure before doing yoga and any other exercise. So without further delay, we'll move ahead. Our body is capable of many movements. You can rotate your arm at the shoulder in a circular movement and stretch your arm sideways. You can bend your arm at the elbow and the leg at the knee. You can stretch your arm sideways and bend your arm to touch your shoulder with your fingers. Through all these movements, you will notice that parts of our body can do various functions like ability to rotate completely or partially, can bend, lift object or doesn't move at all. Have you thought about what exactly join together at these joint? If you press your finger against the top of your head, shoulder, hands and legs including the fingers and toes, you get a feel of something hard pressing against your fingers. The hard structures are the bones. Bones can't be bent. So how do we bend our elbow? It is not one long bone from the upper arm to our wrist. It is different bones joined together at the elbow. Similarly, there are many bones present in each part of the body. We can bend or move our body only at those points where bones meet. There are different types of joints in our body to help us carry out different movements and activities. Ball and socket joints. The ball and socket joints consist of a rounded bone with a ball-shaped surface at one end which fits into the cup-like depression of another bone. This rounded bone with a ball-shaped surface is your arm and has the ball at its end. The cup-like depression is the part of another shoulder to which your arm is joined. The rounded end of one bone fits into the cavity is a hollow space of the another bone. Such joint allows movements in all directions. Another example of this joint is the hip joint. Pivotal joint. The pivotal joint where our neck joins the head is a pivotal joint. It allows us to bend our head forward and backward and turn the head to our right or left. In a pivotal joint, a cylindrical bone rotates in a ring. Movement at such a joint is limited to rotation around a central axis. The gliding joints. These gliding joints are situated in spine, wrists, carpal bones. These joints allow less gliding movement where bones glide past with another. This bone joint is characterized by the two flat bony surfaces that butt against one another. Saddle joint. This saddle joint situated in thumb. This joint allows ball as well as socket movement with very less rotation, that is side to side and forth to back. Hinge joints. In the hinge joint, the convex surface of bone fits into the concave surface of another, as in the elbow and the joints of the fingers. The hinge joints allows us only a back and forth movement. These hinge joints are situated in our elbow and ligaments. You will see that they allow us the movements only in the direction of back and forth and in no other direction. Another important concept in joints is lubrication. Lubrication is nothing much the smooth tissue called cartilage and synovium and a lubricant called synovial fluid cushion the joints. So, bones do not rub together. But increasing age, injury, or carrying too much weight can wear and tear your cartilage. So, it is important to lubricant our joints also to reduce the rubbing and tearing up of our joints.